Welcome back to your morning gratitude practice, and today we are returning. So you're going to pick a page to return to that you've already worked on, and you're going to add in more to that page, and today we're going to do some slow stitching. So pick a page that you've been working on, and you're just going to pick any spot to start stitching into the page. So we're going to do running stitch, which is where, well, I'm going to show you. It's almost like making little dashes on the page. So I come up through the bottom of the page and then down next to my stitch. That can be as big or as small as you like you get to explore. And then you'll come up again and repeat. It's like you are a little ant wandering around the page. And now you have the freedom to explore making patterns, but you're going to work with what is already on the page and then just respond to the marks that are already there, the shapes, with stitching. Think about it like drawing more lines on the page or drawing more marks. This is where pegs come in really handily, just to like hold things down, because you've only got two hands, maybe. And I can hold it for you. And as always, there's no right or wrong. You're the artist. So whatever you decide is right. And what if it didn't matter what you made? What if it was just about this time? And we're just using art as a tool to give us some space. And take away the thinking. I know that's such a such a bold statement to make. Just don't think. It's actually not thinking, not thinking. It's just tuning that down a little bit, turning it down, and getting into the feeling of what you're actually doing, listening to the sounds, letting those become the loudest thing, become the focus. And just noticing how you feel today. Noticing what emotions are present. Maybe you're rushing. Maybe you've got a lot of time on your hands and you sat down to make this time for yourself. Maybe you're squeezing this in somewhere in your day. Wherever you are, just being right there. One of the reasons I'm sort of prompting to return to something you've already created is because sometimes you're like, and even though this is a new technique, sometimes we're like, okay, what's the next thing? Okay, what's the next thing? I need to fill up a page. I need to complete this. But what if we just return to where we were and give it a little bit more attention? But like using a different tool or technique to do that. And if stitching is brand new to you, you can go check out my channel. I do have a whole video on slow stitching which has a bunch of techniques in there that you can follow along and have a go at. And of course, stitching into paper is very different to stitching to fabric. It's got its own kind of lore. And as you're stitching around, you might just notice words popping out. You might notice previous marks that you didn't notice before. So, noticing what you notice. And most importantly, just noticing how you're feeling in this moment and anything you might need. What do you need today, in this moment, in the next moment? What do you need? It's a nice check-in, isn't it? And when you get to the end of your thread, you don't really need to tie it off, you can. But I like to say just leave it until you decide what you want to do with it. Like, there's no rush to complete anything. And yeah, flip the other side of the page and see that there's a whole new artwork on there just by working on one side. And just taking a moment when you're revisiting of the old artwork just to see how you feel now about it. And that's the practice for today. Thank you.